Now, this is interesting because this is being recorded on Wednesday. Now, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Thanksgiving is past. I hope it was good. Now, it hasn't passed yet, but in the magic of the internet, this episode's being recorded on Wednesday night. You are going to get this on Saturday after you have Thanksgiving. I am having Thanksgiving with my cousin, a lovely aunt, my cousin's wife, fiance wife. I think they got married or whatever. And they're lovely people. We're going to a restaurant because that's the move when you're older. The move when you are older, it will take a lot of stress off a family when you just stop pretending this is a family. Stop pretending you have a family. And it takes the pressure off these situations. If you have lots of fun kids and everyone's running around, or even if you just have one kid and if there's a point, but a lot of families, myself included, are older, childless, ex-addicts who meet very much like an AA meeting and love each other, care about each other, sure, but it's not a holiday that's filled with. And I haven't had it yet. So, by the way, I'm probably wrong. And it's lovely. But have a reasonable expectation of what these things are. They're for children. Holidays are for children. And if you don't have a big, happy family, just grab a few people in your family and don't try to cook or do anything at someone's home. Go to a restaurant. You have an in and an out. It starts at 4, you're out at 6. Hug, kiss, bye-bye in the car. Don't do anything in somebody's house unless you have an actual family. If you don't, do not pretend to. Release yourself from the idea that you have to pretend to have a family. Just go to a nice restaurant with people that you enjoy, whether they're blood relatives or not, and you know, that's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. Nobody has to be like putting the meat thermometer in the turkey. Hey, cut it out. Especially all you divorce heads out there like me. Once a family has been blended and it's like a divorced family, unless you get a really, really good one, you know, there's a ceiling to the love that you feel, because most people will be strangers. You'll be sitting at a table with people you don't know. Who are you? Someone will say that. When you have a divorced family, somebody at the Thanksgiving will go, who are you? And you'll be introducing yourselves to each other at the Thanksgiving table, because that's a stranger. That's someone you don't know, and you just met them because your mommy or daddy married somebody's mommy or daddy, and now you're meeting their cousin, whoever. Just have a reasonable expectation of it. Meet people, and sometimes the move is to hit a few Thanksgivings. Sometimes the move is to hit a few. We're doing dessert with other people. You know, whether that's true or not. You don't want to get in too deep. Again, if you're in a position like I am, where you're a child of divorce, and you go to a house and you don't know who any of the people are, and you're sitting there, there's a lot of kids, some young people listen to the show, they'll be sitting at a Thanksgiving, and someone will be talking to them, and it'll be a stranger. They don't know who this person is. Your dad is plowing some woman, and he may not even have married her. Your dad's banging some woman, and her kid is talking to you, or her sister's husband, whatever, is talking to you, and you're sitting there and you're 16 or 17 years old, and you're going, I don't know who the hell these people are. I don't know who they are. They're not my family. It's something. There's something. And you shouldn't be rude to them. You shouldn't, be ungrateful for whatever they do for you. They might make you a nice dinner, But know that your family has failed and you are living in the ruins of that. Know that. You're living in the ruins of what was an attempt at a life. You are now in the ruins of two people's lives, your father's and whoever's. You're in that now. You're in the pieces that they're trying to pick up off the floor of their life. Doesn't mean that mashed potatoes aren't good, but just know that you are in an experiment. You are now a part of an experiment of people who are trying to, and I don't begrudge them this, they're trying to figure out their life. It's nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. And do the best that you can in that environment if you're a child of divorce. Or you're in a blended family. And maybe it's a super cool blended family, like the ones on TV, where everybody loves each other and everybody, and it's not. It's not going to be. So you just have to do the best that you can, living in the ruins of these people's lives. They're trying to create a meaningful life, and you are just around. And there's nothing wrong with it, by the way. It's actually good. It's actually good because you then can, you can enjoy it. And then maybe next year you go to mom's, or Christmas you go with mom and whatever. I don't know. I don't know how you're going to live your life. But, I was talking to somebody the other day about Thanksgiving Eve. People used to go out in that analog, dial-up, weird millennial world. People used to go out and they used to go to a bar with their friends when they came home from college. And I went to community college, so I didn't go anywhere. And Thanksgiving Eve, people would come out, they'd get really drunk and really fucked up, and they'd see all the people that they knew. And then they would realize they couldn't really be friends with those people anymore because something had changed. And what changed was time. Time, even that little bit of it, from graduating from prom and graduation to November, which is, basically 6 months, even that has just, now you're at a distance from people that you were close to. And that experience was an important experience, going back and seeing someone, you go, oh, we're kind of tight. Oh, I was going to visit you. Yeah, I was going to visit you. And then nobody visits anybody. Or people do. People will occasionally. But it's the beginning of this, it's the beginning of you growing up. And that's an important thing people don't do now. They don't really go out some people do. But people don't go out like that and have that experience where they would see people on Thanksgiving Eve. And there'd be a cool family that would let you go to their house and you'd pregame at their house, and the mom and the dad would be trying to keep it going. And you'd feel it for a little bit. You'd feel that good old-fashioned feeling of being drunk in the suburbs in America. It's a great feeling. Truly, it's one of the best feelings in life, is being drunk in the suburbs in America at a friend's home, in their backyard, smoking a weed. Yes, it'll make some people schizophrenic, the weed. But that is one of the greatest feelings you can have. But that feeling is less and less fun as you get older. And it gets sadder and sadder and sadder as you get older. And you get angrier and angrier as you get older. And then the people who get drunk in the suburbs at my age are scary. They're very scary. When they're really drunk in the suburbs at my age, they're usually not doing great. But when you come back from college the first time and you get to go back to your buddy's house, and then maybe some of the high school kids are there, and they're like, yo, what's that like? And I remember that, and I remember I was in community college, but I was still fun and people liked having me around. But I always felt like, because a good friend of mine ended up going to Cornell, this kid that I was friends with, he ended up going to Cornell and I went nowhere. And I felt very insecure about that, as I should have. you know? Well, the joke's on him now because I'm the most important person in the world, actually. But Thanksgiving dinner, tough in a tough economy. Guess what? So what? Do half what you do. Do half of the dinner this year. Do half of the dinner. Do half of what you usually do. And if people don't like it, have everybody bring one thing. And it's already over anyway. This comes out Saturday. Who cares? I'm just saying that's what I would do. If I was hosting Thanksgiving this year, you know what I would do? I would tell everybody, if you want to eat it, bring it. Bring it if you want to eat it. Because I don't have anything this year. That's what I'd say. I go, I don't have anything. And you're not coming in my house. You're not coming in my house. We're going to sit in the driveway, and we're going to solve the Charlie Kirk murder with Candace Owens. That's Thanksgiving this year. That's Thanksgiving this year. That's what it is. Come solve the murder. Solve the case. I come in, I have a big whiteboard. You come over my house for Thanksgiving, I have a big whiteboard. And I have names and planes, and that's what we're doing. We're going through the whole thing from the jump. That's what we're doing. Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for all of you, and obviously the people who watch this show. I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for our brand sponsorships and partners that align with our core values and mission. I'm thankful for friends and family. I'm kidding. I am. I'm thankful for the Mideast peace agreement. I am. And I hope everybody there can just kind of take a moment because it's been a rough couple of years for a lot of people over there. And I hope they realize that life is so precious. And it's time now for rebuilding and healing and not being a knucklehead. Because the last couple of years, people over there have been knuckleheads and dodo birds. And if you're a knucklehead or a dodo bird, it's not the way. So what I'd like you to do, if you're in the Middle East, I'm not even specifying where, but if you're in the Middle East, Israel, Palestine, Libya, Lebanon, whatever. Turkey, Saudi Arabia, even though you fired me, I moved past it. Don't be a knucklehead. That's all I'm saying. Hey, in Chicago, everyone's shooting each other. Stop doing that. I'm thankful I didn't get shot in Chicago. They shot 7 people a few blocks away from my hotel. I'm thankful for that. Stop shooting each other. I'm asking you nicely now. Be thankful. Be thankful. Be thankful. Be thankful you don't live in whatever in that disputed territory, that Ukraine-Russia thing up there in the north. Be thankful. Be thankful that you are an American citizen with rights. Not a lot, and they will go away. But you have them now. Be thankful for that. Be thankful. You don't need to be a crypto billionaire who's kidnapped and tied to a chair and beaten for their password so they can take the fake money out of your account and the OnlyFans whore. You don't need all that. You don't need a camera crew that lives in your house that takes photos of you driving Lamborghinis around a parking lot. You don't need it. You don't need it. Get a small little place and hang out there and live a life like a human being. You're not going to be able to do that soon. Everything I'm describing is the ultimate luxury. Soon robots are going to drag you out of your house and rape you on the lawn. And there's nothing you're going to be able to do about it. So be thankful that you can have a shitty little life. You're right at the end of humanity. You're right at the end of humanity. Be thankful you can have a shitty little life. Because it's not all going to be sunshine and song. It's not all going to be Coachella and cocaine. We're heading to a real interesting situation. Be thankful that you can have a shitty little life in a corner of the world that is still pretty free for now. Be thankful. And I am very grateful and I am thankful for all of you. I was kidding about Israel. Love you. Bye.